Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pokemon Tabletop RPG Adventures. On our last stream that we did, quite a lot happened because we had to make up for some lost time for some 2 weekends that we weren't able to stream, but we are caught up now. I gotta see who's all here. Yesterday when I recorded a video on Magic, and my live chat was not working. So hopefully that's not the issue today. All right, so I see Butters in here. I see H is in here. Barnabas is in here. Fun Time's in here. Welcome in, guys. Glad to see the chat's working. Yes, today will be the court day to find out if Divinity is innocent or not. So, as a recap, one of the most important things that happened on the last stream, Pasco, who was played by Butter, actually fainted. His HP hit 0, and he could have died if he was by himself, if he was alone. He went into an ice cave, and it got colder and colder the deeper he went. Wasn't properly prepared, but he figured a way out. And then there was a Pokemon contest. This is where they met Ashley. She's the daughter of the leader of Team Fang, and the crew was able to convince her to join the PPC. And now the group's got their cold puns. H says that wasn't very cool, Pasco. Pasco says I'd say it was rather chill. So we will begin on the farm. It's a new day. Yes, it is. We got to roll for the weather. 20. Every Pokemon's shiny. Just kidding. I believe 20 is a more extreme version of the weather from previously. Let me just double check on that. I remember we did 2 different weather rolls. And I know one of them was the cave, and the other one was the rampaging Malamar. Do you guys remember what was rolled first? We did the roll for the rampaging Malamar after we did the cave roll, because I said the cave would be open unless something else happened, and if there was another extreme weather event. I'm having trouble getting the Discord to load. Oh well. So that just means that we're going to have um hey Brotherhood, welcome in. Yeah, it was a cave first, then you skip to the next day. And then that's when the Malamar attacked Daytona. So that means that we're going to have a legendary Pokemon showing up. A legendary Pokemon will be rampaging. What will that legendary be? Let's find out. The first legendary that we see going left and right when I click surprise me. Am I able to just search specifically for legendary? No. Well. Looks like Ogerpon is the rampaging legendary. So the Ogerpon, this will be in the story until it's either caught or destroyed, so to speak. So if for any reason you guys don't interact with it today, it'll still be active in the world somewhere. Oh, it's Ivy Cudgel does some nasty damage, but I know supposedly the ogre rampaged in the Kitakama. I don't remember if I'm saying that correctly. That was the lore. That was such a great story. The whole Ogre Pond arc, I think, was one of the best DLC from any Pokemon game. I don't know. Even though he's 311, I still wouldn't want to be hit with that Ivy Cudgel. But according to the news report, because we're gonna get things rolling now, the Ogrepon has come out of hiding and is fighting the rampaging Malamar because Team Mind and the rest of whoever's out in Daytona Beach are not able to do it themselves. Yeah, you're right, Barnabas. Sword Shield's story was rather lacking. Hey, Tom, welcome in. So the Ogrepon is rampaging, but it's not attacking the people. It's having like a, a fight with the giant Malamar. Okay, H, you do that, no problem. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. You arrive in the city of Ocala, and the receptionist takes your photos, and soon Leah herself is ready to battle you. Ready when you are, H. Ogre Pun. Ogre ejection! Hold on, guys, I gotta grab some water. Court will be in like the afternoon time, which will be like an hour into our session. Yes, fun time, no problem. And yes, Brotherhood, you can. All right, H, your team is. Miles, stop. Your options are you have Mega, the Froakie, Fart, the Ghastly, Char, the Char Cadet, your Mankey, which I don't think you ever named, and a Shelder that you've never named. And your Pidgeys on the farm. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do H's gym battle. All right, since this is your first gym battle, Leah's only going to use 2 Pokemon, and she sends out her Ponyta. I'm going to change the music real quick. There we go. Yeah, you can all watch the battle. Let's see. Fart gets to go first. Fart has Lick, Confuse Ray, Hypnosis, and Mean Look. All right, on a 3 or a 4, the Ponyta will be asleep. The Ponyta is asleep for 3 turns. So you get 3 moves. So you get to go again, H. All right, that'll count as a move. So Mega can do 2 attacks before the Ponyta wakes up. Mega has Pound, Growl, Water Gun, and Quick Attack. Yes, fun time. But she's an NPC, so but she still is the first female member. But the fact that she's an NPC, like it doesn't really. It's like a different category. So if we were to get a female player or somebody wanted to use a female character played by a player, they would be the first playable character, not an NPC. Hey, Vahid, nice to see you. All right, we're going to do the water gun. First water gun is a hit. Super effective, big damage on the Ponyta. And you get to do one more attack before Ponyta wakes up and responds. Water gun again. Good choice. It's a hit. And the damage is enough for the Ponyta to faint. Mega goes to level 9. Fart goes to level 10. Leah applauds your Froaky's power and your sleep strategy. But she takes a few photos of you and your Pokemon. And she says, all right, well, the film hasn't developed yet. So she sends out Mudbray. Mega is faster, so Mega does get the first move. Correct. Welcome back, Brotherhood. Water gun. Splash. Super effective. Mudbray takes the hit, shakes it off, and uses Bulldoze on Mega. It succeeds. Big damage on Mega. Mega goes to 6 out of 12 health, and his speed has been reduced. Mudbray is now faster than Mega, and Mudbray goes to use Bulldoze once again. Critical hit. The damage is nowhere near as it was prior, but it's still a KO on Mega. So Mega has fainted. Leah laughs. Ha! I just needed a perfect pose, and I got my shot. All right, Fart is faster, so Fart gets the next move. Ooh, commercial. Don't want any commercials on this stream. Hey, Lunda, how's it going? All right, hypnosis time. 3 or higher. It is successful. It is successful. The Mudbray will be asleep for 2 turns. Yes, Lunda, it's D&D but with Pokemon. Fun time. Rockruff is level 12. All right, guys, give me a moment. I gotta check something out. Oh, I'm sorry, Linda. All right, we might have some background noise in like the kitchen, but it's no worries. Fart's moves were Lick, Hypnosis, Mean Look, and Confuse Ray. You have 2 free moves against Mudbray. No worries, Eevee Queen. Thanks for the compliment. Fun time. Confuse Ray. Fuse Ray is a auto hit unless you roll a 1. So when the Mudbray wakes up, it'll be confused for 3 turns. You have 1 more move before Mudbray wakes up. Lick. Succeeds. Since it's asleep, it can't get paralyzed. Mudbray takes the damage. Its stamina ability increases its defense by 1. Mudbray has awoken. See if Mudbray hits itself. On a 2 or less, it will. The Mudbray does hit itself. The Mudbray falls to the ground and doesn't get back up. Congratulations, H. You have won this gym battle. Fart goes to level 11. Gym leader takes your pictures, hands you the horse badge, and 2 TMs for flame charge and bulldoze. The TMs can be used more than once. Flame Charge is a decent physical fire attack, which increases the user's speed. And Bulldoze is a decent ground physical attack, which reduces the target's speed. H, you yourself level up to level 8. So starting with you, what stat do you want to increase on yourself? And then we have to do a stat increase for Mega and 2 stat increases for Fart. Yeah, Barnabas, I just want to wrap this up with H before moving on to another player. Dexterity. So your dexterity is now 6. You're fast as fuck, boy. Um, Next up on Mega, you can level up anything except for special defense. HP to Froki, he has now 15. And then you have 2 level ups for the Ghastly to do. Anything except for physical attack. Special attack and speed. So he now has a speed of 8, and his special attack is 10. Congratulations again, H, on your first gym victory. All right, Barnabas, we're going to go to you now. And then after Barnabas, we go to Fun Time. After Fun Time, we go to Pasco. After Pasco, we'll do Brotherhood. After Brotherhood, we'll do GW. Yes, for those of you who want to challenge the gym, you each get a camera, and if you want to battle the gym leader, you have to take a photo of 3 Pokemon before challenging her. GW, that's funny. You can, but we'll get to you when we will. Barnabas, you said you wanted to look around the farm. Are you still there, Barnabas? All right. Did you say at the farm you could look out in the fields, or you could check the food silos? Let's go. By the way, I still have our tribe. I've moved bases, but definitely have established myself on the island for our tribe, Barnabas. Hey, Austin, welcome in. At the field, you have been. You see a wild PETA pecking on the grass. It's a naughty PETA. All right, here's your photo. You get a picture of it pooping on the ground. Yeah, the Carcharodontosaurus. They are definitely a powerful creature, powerful dinosaur. All right, Mint gets the first move, Barnabas. Mint sparkles in the sunlight and is enjoying where it was caught. Peck indeed. It's a hit. Big damage to the PETA. PETA will use tackle. It's a hit. Just a little bit of damage to Mint. Mint has 14 out of 16 health left. Back to Mint. Peck again. Peck is successful. And it KOs the PETA. Mint goes to level 7. You get to raise one of Mint's stats. Physical attack goes to 8. All right, we're going to go to fun time. Mark. You went to the mall. You have $505. If the magic carp meat is not cooked by the end of the stream, it will spoil. Linda, I hope that you finish your Halloween project. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday of the year. The lady greets you at the clothing store. With a smile. Says, hey there, I have a feeling why you're here. The lady hands you a bag with the custom-made scarf, and inside the scarf is a Ultra Ball. She says, take this as a token of my appreciation for helping out my stocks. So, as of right now, Lunda, I watched the Fallout series and the Ghoul, the Cowboy Ghoul. That is what I want to be like. I want to be a cowboy from the apocalyptic wasteland for Halloween from Fallout. Because I don't think I can do the Ghoul unless I find like a zombie mask or something. But I don't think I'm going to go that far. I did not know that, Brotherhood. That's very interesting. But I can see that. They do resemble carps. You get to do one more thing, Fun Time, before we will move to Pasco. Yeah, Barnabas, that'll be your next action when it gets back to you. All right, Fun Time's heading back to Daytona. While he's doing that, Pasco, what did you want to do? It's on. The turn is now on you, Butter. Flamethrower. So you show up at Professor Gear's workshop. You see that he has improved it a little. It's no longer a little tent. It is now an actual building held up by metal poles. It's got electric circuitry and all kinds of like Bunsen burners, scrap metal, all these parts around. He greets you with ash-covered goggles. Pasco, my boy, thanks for I always appreciate your donations. You've helped me improve. I would have never thought I would get this far. Thank you. He hands you your flamethrower. Now, in order to use the flamethrower, you do have to have fuel for it. I have put enough fuel for you to be able to use it twice. After the second use, you're going to have to find oil to be able to use it. And also, your inventory is now full. Or I should say, your backpack is full. Oh, the grappling hook? Here you go. So, the grappling hook you have to carry. The grappling hook will not fit in your bag. Your bag consists of one potion, the knight helmet, a fishing rod, a premier ball, a purse, a full heal, jar of honey, a firestone, an everstone, the grappling hook, two pokeballs, an apricorn, the flamethrower, and the bulldoze and flame charge TMs. All right. The professor says he'll keep it for fun time for Mark until he comes and gets it. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. So you will eventually. So then you are able to get the grappling hook to fun time, and you make your way over to Daytona with fun time. GW, GW, what are you going to be doing? Yeah, H. And Brotherhood, what are you doing? GW, do you pay the $5 to get into the park? Oh wait, you don't have any money. You're broke. Yeah, the rest of your turn because Daytona is far away. It takes your turn to get there. Okay, so you do know about the alternate path. Okay, because you know about it, you don't have to pay the $5 entry. So the fact that you know about that alternate path means you don't have to pay. When you go the alternate route, you do go through the Team Fang base, and you end up um, on the forest route. In the forest route, GW, which direction do you take? Do you want to head towards the river, or do you want to go deeper into the forest? As you head to the river, you cross down into the valley that's cold. It's where the ice cave formed, where Pasco almost died. You do go through there. Chakra as in Naruto? Do you do anything by the ice cave, or do you keep heading to the river, GW? What's up, fun time? All right, you're out of the cold valley, and you now are on a muddy spot where you can. There's tall grass, and after going through the tall grass, the river is in front of you. Maybe fun time, maybe. GW, do you what do you do at the river? And Brotherhood, what are you doing? Because it'll be your turn soon. All right, your roll gives a 6. You do find 2 raspberries, which cure burns. And in the water, splashing in front of you, magic carp. 11. It's a mild nature, so it's just splashing mildly. Do you let it be, or do you interact with it? Okay, Brotherhood, it is your turn. So the receptionist hands you a camera, and you have to take 3 photos of 3 different Pokemon to be able to battle the gym leader, Brotherhood. Lunda, if your chakra's not straight, I recommend watching Naruto Shippuden, and that'll get your chakra right back to normal. All right, Brotherhood, where do you want to take your photos? Do you take the forest path or the river path? On the forest path, do you um, go towards the entrance or do you go deeper? The forest opens up to a sandy road with tall grass surrounding. It is a little hard to walk through the sand because your feet do sink in the sand just a little bit, but not enough to do any major damage. Rolling 9. Digging through the dirt, you do notice a sand shrew. It is digging quite fast. It is a hasty nature. Dirt is flying left and right as it's digging a burrow. All right, Brotherhood, let's roll to see your picture taking. You do get a photo of the sand shrew, but its back is towards you as it's flinging sand, but you still get a photo of it. Lunda, I think these things they take time. I don't think they'll be able to solve everything within a matter of days or weeks or even months. But I've never actually dealt with it myself, so I can't really give you any proper advice on that. That's funny, H. All right. If you're turning around, then you will eventually reach the Team Fang hideout, as well as the cold valley where the ice cave was. Good job, GW. Hey, Freeze. How you doing? We got 820. You spot, rustling through the leaves, an Eevee. It's a modest nature. And because of its tail markings, it is a female. It has a heart shape on its tail. All right. The Eevee sits down and starts licking her paws, so you get a good shot of it. Funtime, you are correct. Freeze is indeed a breeder. Puff is faster, so Puff can do the first move. Puff has Stun Spore, Fairy Wind, Helping Hand, and Absorb. Stun Spore. On a 3 or higher, the Eevee would be paralyzed. The Eevee gets hit with the Stun Spore and is now paralyzed. Eevee goes to use Tackle. It's able to Puff takes some damage and it has 9 out of 13 health left. No, Eevee can breed with Ditto or any other field type Pokemon. As long as if it's legal in the game, then it can breed in this game. Freeze, it's all good. No, you can't. You can't force it. Yes, Eevee and Rockruff are breedable. I know, Lunda. I think you're Rick and Morty's biggest fan. Brotherhood, are you gonna just like stay where the EV is and keep it down with the stun spore? The EV's gonna try to tackle again, but it's stopped by paralysis. You would have to travel there. Right now, the only person that's close to Brotherhood is GW. GW has 6 Pokeballs or 5 Pokeballs. No dogs here, Lunda. The Ogre Pond is in the city of Daytona. What's up, GW? I hear you, buddy. All right, GW and Brotherhood are close enough to be able to interact with each other. Yes, you can, Lunda. They're both dragon type as far as in the egg group. Also, the court hearing for Divinity will be starting after this action resolves. You are correct. All right, you now have 4 Pokeballs left, GW, and Brotherhood, you have 1. I don't know, Lunda, where? Yep. Eevee's going to try to use Tackle on Razor, but the paralysis overtakes it again. Razor gets to go. Oh boy, GW. All right. The Eevee's attack has successfully gone down by 1. Eevee tries to use Tackle again. Still stopped by paralysis. Back to Razor. Tackle, Growl, Tail Whip, and Ember. Eevee's attack goes down. Eevee tries to use Tackle. Oops. Alright, the tackle is successful. Just 1 damage to Razor. Razor has 16 out of 17 health. All right. Attack down on Eevee. Eevee attempts to use tackle. It succeeds. But Eevee's attack is so low that it's only going to do 1 damage per hit now on Razor. So Razor now has 15 out of 17 health. He'd probably drink it, Lunda. All right, so you switch to Yin. Yin just has tackle. Right now, Yin just has tackle. Yin the Yanma. Tackle is successful. Eevee takes the hit. Eevee goes to use tackle. Paralysis check succeeded. 1 damage to Yanma. Yanma has 15 out of 16 health. Yeah, Eevee's paralysis is not going to go away. Every time Eevee takes a turn, I have to roll a d4. If it gets a 2 or less, it skips its turn. Yeah, Eevees are rare. Critical hit. Massive damage. Eevee falls to the ground and slowly gets back up, but is still awake. Yanma's physical attack isn't strong, thankfully, but the Eevee does show signs of weakness now. If Timmy Turner has his Fairly Odd Parents, then he would win. All right, Brotherhood, it's on you now. Oh wait, I gotta roll for Eevee's turn. Eevee's still paralyzed. Okay, the catch rate is currently 50, 17, 23, 30, 37. It's gotta be 50 or under. 55. Eevee breaks out the ball. GW will have to lend you another ball. He has 4 left. I've never watched the regular show. All right, GW's kind enough to give you another. He has 3 left. And you gave him $20, so now GW has some cash. Brotherhood, you're down to $10. I have not. Falco is a blue bird. All right, let's see again. So you're using the ball, Brotherhood, to confirm? All right. Fun time. What did you say? Swamp. What if we all made a ROM hack for Pokemon? It's where you play as a new member of the PPC. You help all the current PPC members with quests. And that would be pretty awesome. All right. 50 catch rate. 15. 21. Oh, that 20 is going to hurt. 41. Oh, it breaks out of this ball too. 56. Eevee tries to use tackle. Tackle is succeeds. 1 damage to Yin. Yin has 14 out of 16 health. That's not going to work, GW. You'd have to do one right after the other. Correct. It's okay, Freeze. I'll give you a recap. Oh, I get it now. That's funny. And it'll be perfect because they're going to explain it at the court case. Frank and Eevee. All right, so what are you guys doing now with the Eevee? I don't know what it was, fun time. Okay. $30 to GW. And Al is broke. With two Pokeball. GW has 2 Pokeballs left. Al has 1. Okay, he's saying he doesn't have to give it back. Reminds me of like Yajirobe from Dragon Ball Z. Do you ball again or use an attack? All right, let's get under 50. 14. 19. 2. That's good. 1. Oh, so let's see. If it's a 20, that's a miss. If it's a 14, so anything higher than a 14. Moment of truth. Holy crap, that was so close. The ball shakes 3 times, and the EV is finally caught. Good job to you both. Yanma goes up 2 levels to level 6. GW, you level up to level 2. Yeah, H. You just realized you think overall you have caught the most shiny Pokemon, but I gave away to someone. I also think I generally have given the most Pokemon. Yep. All right. Before I write it down, do you keep the Eevee or are you going to give it to somebody? Brotherhood. So to confirm, you're giving the Eevee to GW. All right, it's official. GW, you got your third Pokemon. It's a female Eevee. She is level 7. Would you like to give it a nickname? Modest Nature. It's a good nature for if you want to make it a Jolt. Freeze, you have I think you did catch one. I think you have a Spearow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Freeze, you have a Spearow. You got your Charmander Danny and your Spearow. Lily, gotcha. I forgot where this sounds from. Okay, guys, I know that was a long series of turns, but if you want to go to the court case is happening now. You don't have to be there, it's totally optional. All right. So we got H at court, Pasco at court, Barnabas at court, Brotherhood's going to be at court. Um, Fun Time's still going to Daytona. Freeze is going to be at court. GW, where are you going to keep doing your own thing? Or are you going to go to the courthouse? Yes, GW, you can. You can go to the gym. At the gym, they'll give you a camera, and then you have to use that camera to take a picture of 3 different Pokemon before it'll let you battle the gym leader. The professor sends everybody a voice message saying, um, him and Ashley are got to stay on the farm, but he's watching the court case via live television. In the city of Ocala is where it's being held. The government building that was attacked by the giant Gliscor has been fully repaired, and this is where the court case is taking place at. The judge is just an unrecognizable NPC. It's nobody in particular. He says, "We are gathered here today to see if the crimes supposedly committed by Lady Divinity did indeed happen, or if there is some other works going on here." The defendant is being brought in. Lady Divinity, still in handcuffs, is being escorted by the police to her side of the table where her lawyer is. And the prosecutor lawyer is none other than Cabal and his lawyer. Or Cable, not Cabal. So to start off, they play the footage from outside the courthouse. There's footage of the giant Gliscor statue flying through the window of the government building and attacking Cable. And then you can see members of the PPC fighting it off. It shows Father Flint running off into one of the halls, and then he disappears from sight. It shows various people being escorted out while the Gliscor statue is being distracted. And then while the PPC has the Gliscor on the ropes, it shows Cable using his B Sharp to destroy the head of the Gliscor, and it shatters to pieces. Then they find the old signia of Team Cross, and that's where Cable is blaming Lady Divinity that she was behind the whole thing because he was going to win the election, and since she couldn't win, she used the Gleiscore statue to try to assassinate him. So Lady Divinity's lawyer says objection. There is not enough evidence just because there was a object that symbolizes her team, albeit an outdated relic. She should not be held responsible for this, and the city needs to investigate further on who actually animated the statue and ordered the attack. They are now calling witnesses to the stand. And Pasco, you're being called up. Barnabas. Your Honor, shut up. You weren't even there. No, you don't have access to that. Your Honor, a while back I interrogated Divinity and she explained stuff about a group of her followers who would kill anything or anyone they needed to. Lady Divinity makes eye contact with Pasco and nods appropriately. And they were fired before the logo was updated. Cabal's lawyer shouts, "Objection! Why does this member of a Pokemon youth group who are still in their infancy years of forming, how do they have access to the defendant?" Pasco's not even a member of the police force. How could his word be relevant? Barnabas yells, "Piss off." The judge slams his gavel and says, "Order. Sir Barnabas, I do ask that you retain yourself, otherwise you'll be held in contempt." The judge looks at Pasco and says, "I will allow security footage of the police department to show us the tape." It takes a little bit, but a police officer finally hurries in, puts in a USB drive into the central computer, showing in the courtroom, and it shows the interview that Pasco had with Lady Divinity. The jury murmurs to themselves, Barnabas. All right, next question for Pasco. Do you have any evidence to point towards who is behind this From what you've shown us, Lady Divinity is pleading innocent. But do you have any, who do you think did it? The judge acknowledges H and says, H, you'll be called up to the stand next. The outdated logo in the Gliscor matches the logo that the team has when her knights were around. I suspect it was them. The crowd and jury murmurs to themselves. The judge asks, does anyone else have any questions for Pasco? And then uh, Cable whispers to his lawyer. Then his lawyer addresses Pasco with one more thing. So, Pasco, Cable's lawyer says, this is a rather interesting plot that you've shown us, and with the video footage, we can see that, okay, what you might be saying is true, but aren't you a thief? Do we trust the word of a thief? And then the lawyer puts in a USB in the computer, and it shows Pasco taking a purse in the Ocala Mall from a person. The jury mutters and whispers. Lawyer also says, it is also under my understanding that on the Pokemon Peace Corps' first mission, some artifacts from the castle that they were supposed to protect and preserve went missing. Well, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Pasco? Objection, Your Honor. My Pasco pleads oopsie daisy. The judge orders Sir Barnabas a timeout from the room. No, sadly, I think they were lost in the battle. Let's do a charisma roll. You need a 14 or higher. You did not get the 14 or higher. The lawyer requests that they search Pasco's bag, and the judge complies. But the purse, I needed money for an important mission that I didn't have the funds for. They search your bag and they do not find the helmet. Cable looks a little annoyed, but then his lawyer says, all right, Pasco, no further questions. The judge acknowledges that Pasco may take a seat. Next up to the stand is another member of the Pokemon Peace Corps. H, you may take the stand. H, what is your theory on Lady Divinity's innocence? I walk up to the stand. So, Your Honor, it may be true that my comrade stole the purse, but I do have further evidence that Divinity is innocent. Also, before you sit, you tell them you would have repaid the girl you stole from if ever gotten the chance. It'll be your turn once this court case is wrapped up. After everybody gets a turn on the stand, then we're going to go to GW and fun time. What evidence do you have, H? You pull out the photo that was taken the day of your father's death. They put a camera to show the photo. It's enlarged to show the whole room on the computer screen. Explain. Explain the photo. Barnabas. The judge lets Barnabas come back in. You're on your last warning, Sir Barnabas. Now, Your Honor, notice how the woman-like figure has a design similar to the cross that was seen the night of the incident. The judge examines a side-by-side comparison of the old cross and the one in the photo, and they are both exactly alike. The crowd nods in approval, and the judge accepts the answer. Cable looks annoyed. Cable looks to his lawyer. His lawyer is rummaging through some papers, but has no dirt on H to come up with. So, if there are no further questions, H, you may take your seat. Thank you for your statement. You very well could, Sir Barnabas. You very well could. All actions have consequences, whether good or bad. Freeze. Next up is there's any member of the other members of the PPC have anything to say about Lady Divinity, whether she's innocent or not? The judge looks at Barnabas, ready for a smart-ass answer. Everyone's at the courthouse except for GW and Fun Time. Brotherhood, you'll be able to get your last photo in after the court case is over. We're still going to stream after this court case ends, so you guys will still be able to do more stuff. What's your question, Sir Barnabas? Oh, we were going to get through without any Husband Hotel references, but Pasco brought it up. I love the reference. I'm just waiting for Barnabas's question before continuing. I guess my chat's messing up again. Let me see. Maybe it'll show me here. Yeah, I gotta go back to live chat. Did the judge hear my question? Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, no wonder it didn't show up. Jesus Christ, I regret my decision. The judge orders Barnabas to be thrown out of court. Barnabas gets grabbed by two Machoke, and they gently pick him up by his shoulders, and then they carry him out of the courthouse. They kind of just, they don't throw him, but they just drop him on the staircase. The judge says, all right, that's enough evidence from the PPC. They are calling for Father Flint to take the stand, but he is nowhere to be found. So the judge decides, all right, due to the evidence that we've seen and from all the interviews that we've had, I hereby declare that Lady Divinity is innocent. However, I am ordering that she no longer is in power of Team Cross. She cannot be mayor, and she must be placed under house arrest for 30 days, just in case. But the police take the cuffs off of her. When Barnabas was being taken out, he screams, "I attempted vehicular manslaughter once." uh, that's funny. Yeah, he said that because on one stream they took a trip to Africa and they had to catch poachers, and Barnabas wanted to drive his Jeep through one of the poachers. Lady Divinity nods towards the PPC, saying a silent thank you. Um, Cable just shrugs. Him and his lawyer, they get their stuff and leave. Um, and then everybody else is dismissed in court as Lady Divinity is escorted to where the holding area to gather her belongings before she is seen off to her home. That was hilarious because he was confused. The judge then declares that since Lady Divinity is not in the running and Father Flint is nowhere to be found, Cable will become the acting mayor of Ocala. Cable stands up proudly, pulls up the collar of his jacket, and winks to the Pokemon Peace Corps as he is escorted out of the courthouse as well. I'm sorry, Brotherhood. What did you want to say? I could run it back. Pascal says, objection. Can I run? The judge tells Pasco that in order to run, you would have to have sponsors to afford your campaign. But currently, Cable is the acting mayor. They will have a proper election in the future. But for now, they need to locate where Father Flint is and wrap up Divinity's disbanding of Team Cross. What just happened? The PPC could sponsor you, but they don't have the money to do so yet. Now that the case is over, we're going to switch to Fun Time and GW. Yes, you can, Pasco. You can. Because you did follow him home, so you know where he lives. The all the people who were at the court, they kind of step around you and they're making snide remarks of, "Oh, I didn't know they let drunks into the Pokemon Peace Corps. These are the guys that are supposed to be protecting us." Ha. Yes, fun time. You're in Daytona. Yes, Brotherhood. You can look for Pokemon at the courthouse in the city. You see a Pidgey up on the roof. Pidgey is just gently nesting. Fun time. When you get to the city of Daytona, you see that the Malamar has destroyed a hotel, but the Ogerpon is attacking it, smashing its tentacles with its ivy cudgel. But both sides do not look relenting. There's a bunch of destroyed police vehicles, overturned boats. Part of the what is it called? The walkway has been destroyed in the attack. Yes, you can, GW. Funtime sees a man with a white Charizard with no fire and barely and no wings, um, trying to assist the Ogerpon. There are other members. Team Mind's headquarters is in Daytona. There are a lot of Team Mind trainers who are like injured. Their Pokemon are fainted. They weren't able to touch the Malamar. The white Charizard trainer sees Funtime and waves him over. Oh, finally, a member of the PPC. I know there's a lot going on right now in the neighboring cities, but we've been trying to take down this thing all night. I don't know. It came from the sea. I've never seen a Malamar of this size or aggression before. And then this Ogerpon comes out of nowhere, and thankfully it's helping us. Oh, Alistair, you always were an ace in the hole. A what now? Yes, perception check at the lake for GW. 12 at the lake. Among some lily pads, you see a Lotad. Lotad. Not a Lombre, a Lotad. It's calmly floating in the water. If there are no animals in it, put it in the nature pics. If it is an animal, you can put it in the animal pic, but I won't mind either way. Yes, you can. Fun time. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Freeze. We do have a fun crowd now. You guys are very entertaining. I mean, you've been entertaining since day one. I touched the udders. You could put them in the Pokemon general. Yes, you can. Fun time. Are you attacking the Malamar? Yep, that was definitely fun. Yes, you can, GW. So you throw the pebble in the water. It bounces off its lily pad. But you take a photo of it. You get half its underside in the photo, but it still counts as a photo. Brotherhood, you did get a picture of the Pidgey. It was quietly. It made a nest up on the roof of the courthouse, and you were able to get a snap of it. Okay, Malamar is so large, there's no way you couldn't get a photo of it. And you got the Ogre Pond photo successfully, too. Malamar swings its huge tentacle. Derek gets hit by it. A lot of the damage is shrugged off, though. But Derek has 18 out of 26 health left. Yeah, you got a picture of the Lotad GW. Scratch hits and does barely even leaves a mark on the Malamar's tough hide. Ace's Charizard uses Slash on the Malamar. No critical hit from it. The Ogrepon uses Ivy Cudgel. It's a hit. The Malamar roars in pain. Malamar swings its massive tentacle at the trio. It's a hit. Derek has 8 out of 26 health left. Brotherhood, you have arrived to help out with Malamar. You switch to Cappuccino, the deerling. You try to use Stun Spore on the Malamar Brotherhood. On a 3 or higher, it'll paralyze. The Spore did not work. Cappuccino knows Tackle, Growl, and Sand Attack. Barnabas, you make it, and you're able to help them as well. Tackle, barely any damage to the Malamar. GW, I'll roll for your lake. You only spot the lone Lotad and the Magikarp from before. Dragon Breath hits. Does minor damage. Brotherhood does some dexterity rolls to avoid. Fortunately, you're not fast enough. You do not. Peugeot's back at the ranch. All right, GW, you wait for the Magikarp to jump really high. You do get a shot, and you manage to capture the sun, which is starting to set as a silhouette. So you get a good picture of the carp. Malamar swings its tentacle at everybody present. Hits Cappuccino. Critical hit on Ace's Charizard. Hits the Ogerpon. And hits Puff. Yes, you can. Fun time. Ace's Charizard fainted from the critical hit, so he's down. He says, "Sorry guys, I gotta take my Charizard to the Pokemon Center. He's old, so I gotta do this. Good luck." Ace recalls his Charizard and quickly rushes off to the Pokemon Center. Puff has 6 out of 13 health left. Ace nods to fun time. Yep, I got you, H. Oh, GW, that's bad and good at the same time. Brotherhood switches to Batman. Batman has Leech Life, Supersonic, Astonish, and Bite. I hear you, GW. All right, you guys get to attack the Malamar before it strikes again. The Ogre Pawn uses Ivy Cudgel. Critical hit. Fortunately, the damage was minor. That's what I was expecting. That's the one I usually hear, but I've never heard that one though, GW. So it's a good one, but it's also not good despite the circumstances. Barnabas uses Dragon Breath again. Succeeds. Will it paralyze? No paralysis. What's Batman doing? And what S'mores has Absorb, Supersonic, and Astonish. You successfully got a good picture of Ogre Pawn in action. Supersonic, if it's a 3 or higher, the Malamar will be confused. Supersonic did not work. Absorb. It hits. Drains some minor health from the Malamar. Malamar slams its tentacles on the ground, creating a small wave of water. Cappuccino gets... Oh no, Cappuccino's not out anymore. So S'mores and Batman fly above the wave. However, the wave goes after you guys. Fun time, you lose 6 health. So you have 12 out of 18 health left. When the tidal wave hits Al for a lot. Unfortunately, the tidal wave one hit KOs Al. Al is down for the count. Al is Brotherhood. Fun Times Rockruff Bullet grabs Al by his shirt collar and drags him to safety because Fun Time put him on rescue. Yeah, the Malamar slammed his tentacles in the water and it created a wave. Fun Time, you got hit for 6, but Brotherhood got hit for 14. Which is exactly his HP, 14. But Fun Times Rockruff dragged you to safety, so you're no longer in the battle, Brotherhood. Ogre Pawn gets hit with the wave, and Ogre Pawn powers right through the wave with an Ivy Cudgel. It hits. Big damage on the Malamar, right between its eyes. The Malamar roars in pain and turns around and retreats to the sea. Ogre Pawn turns to the trainers bows its head and as for helping it fend off the giant Malamar, and then hops off the smashed walkway to the docks and runs off down the beach. We're going to go down to switch to H and Pasco, and then that'll be it for the night. Pasco and H, what do you do? No, you did not kill it. The Malamar is not KO'd. It has not been defeated. The Malamar will still be in the waters. Pasco joyfully knocks on Gabe's door. Who is it? Says a voice inside. Yes, Fun Time. If you want to donate money, you could. You have $505 in your bank. Fun Time donates $300, so you're down to $205. A member of Team Mind goes up to Fun Time and hands him a card with their team logo on it. It's an eye looking at a book. He says, "Thank you for helping defend the city. You should come to our headquarters sometimes. Our leader would like to speak with you." Yes, you could, Fun Time, but you would have to speak with him on the next session because we're gonna end soon. Everyone who's in Daytona will start in Daytona when we resume, and we have H and Pasco at Gabriel's house. Gabriel opens the door, very annoyed. He's like still in his pajamas. He's like, "What do you want?" Yeah, everybody will be all healed up when we resume as well. Yes, he got some XP. Gabriel says, "Look, I saw the court case. Yeah, team crosses over with. So what? Did you both come here to gloat?" Correct, GW. Oh well, if that wasn't gonna happen, I'm sure something else would have happened anyway. So I don't even care anymore. Pasco does a perception check on his room behind him. You can see that he hasn't cleaned in a bit. There's like pizza boxes lying around. He's definitely let the place go. There are some Team Cross like um, artifacts lined up in on glass cases inside his house from that you can see, but nothing looks out of the ordinary other than it's kind of messy. Barnabas, that's funny. Gabriel says, "Well, you guys I don't know why our paths always cross, but whatever." And he slams the door. Oh, that's pretty funny, H. That's very clever of you. Maybe because you crossed us. Basco slips a note under his door that says, "Also, my mask flipped you off when y'all first met. I don't know if you saw." I could just picture that in my head. That's so funny. Oh snap! What a good way to end the night. All right, so Team Cross has officially been disbanded. Lady Divinity is no longer in charge of anything. Acting mayor of Ocala will be Cable. Father Flint has nowhere to be found. The Malamar is still in the ocean, still alive. It could attack again. Ogre Pond will be hopping around the city of Daytona. It won't go away unless caught or defeated. Um, Killed, I should say. Because if he's KO'd for any reason, he'll just come back like later on. He won't be gone for good unless it's killed. Um, so yeah, we'll do character level ups tomorrow on our next session as well. And I hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time. I thought this was I always have a good time when I do this with you guys. And you guys are great with the content, great with the jokes, great with the imagery and adding to the storyline. I love y'all's reactions and stuff. And I'm glad you guys are that it's flowing along as it is. So, you guys, if you want to continue the conversation, you could do so on the Discord if you have Discord. If not, I'll post the Discord link real quick. But I do have to end now. And no raids either. And I will see you guys again next week. So take care. I hope your week goes by well and enjoy. See you guys around.